Sounds like Mr. Robert.
take over. We've had this happen a couple times, and it never lasts. And then we spend a lot of time and a lot of money on some wild hair-bane screams, and then people just disappear when they don't work. So,
That's baby.
Uh,
am I right, Michael?
yeah, whatever you said. I just got back. Um,
Oh,
Wayne said he sent you a friend request so you could add him.
I just sent him
Okay.
one.
Well,
He's in Eugene, Oregon,
I
right?
don't know. He's not in Riverdale, Georgia right now, so that's the best I can tell you. Uh, Sa- Sandy, we still have your picture, but I still haven't heard anything from you. I don't know what's wrong. You might want to check, make sure your headphones plugged in or your speaker, microphone, whatever, because you are connecting. It's just not not hearing you, Mr. Robert. How are you doing this evening? I guess somebody asked you that already, but I wasn't here when they did.
Well, I guess I'm doing fine, and
You guess. Who knows if you don't?
well, that's true. I just been chasing my tail, and that feels fine to chase my tail. But
How are you doing, Rio?
I'm good.
He's
I'm good. Retail. Take it easy.
It's,
How the idea work?
I was going to say, as far as United Games goes, all I can suggest is get get with all the videos that Nadalin has made and that everybody else has made, and make sure you watch each and every one of them because they're all valuable. And we're not going to have a whole lot to talk about other than just when they come up with the share button, which should be this week on your app. Make sure you just plug into it, just press the button, uh, put in whoever you want to share it with, invite them to play a game, invite them to join your group, your league, invite them to join the winning team system. Just do anything like that. But and there and you'll find you'll get great results. Plus, if you already have players, encourage them to share. Because the nice thing about players is whenever you sign up a player and they sign up a player, that player rolls to the very top for you. So it's level one pay. It's 10% or 5%. 5% when they play and 10% when they buy. And they're not going to be able to buy like us. They're not going to get as many tokens like us because they won't have a back office. Now they will have their own code. The players will have a code at least initially, so they will be able to invite people with their code. But ultimately, they'll be coded to you as the affiliate. Roll up to the next affiliate, which is you. So keep that in mind. And Madeline said yesterday that for for the sake of the tiers, uh, I think she said 25,000, 75,000, and 225,000 for tiers 2, 3, and 4 of dollars in volume that people will be buying on your team in tokens. And you don't have to worry about having five affiliates. All you need is five players or a combination of five players or affiliates. So keep that in mind, and we will be able to build teams of players and invite people out. And all I can say is just invite people to play. And if you like to play, great. I'm not a great player of apps. I've been playing a little bit, and I haven't done really bad. I've played like I don't know 4 or 5
Yeah,
games,
he's
but
he's got losing down real good. He's got that one nailed. So All he's got to do is work on some
Yeah,
of the others.
you're right. I do. But even so, I've made progress, and so I've lost to Mike a couple times. I've lost to Rio a couple times. Uh, Robert, I haven't seen yours. Robert, have you started a league?
Well, I've started the league. In fact, I've started probably 3 or 4 accidentally on purpose accidentally. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
start inviting us to the
Yep.
league. Um,
The-
well, I can't get my league. I can't get my league in the standing. You know, every time the game comes up, I go to leagues. I scroll all the way down. I don't see anybody's league except the Warriors. That's the only one I see. I don't see anybody else's league.
that's
And
probably because you only belong to the Warriors. Have you joined any other leagues?
They don't. They won't show
Yeah, I
up
don't
unless
know.
you join to them. I don't
Okay.
think. But
Yeah.
and
yeah,
we
I was-
we
I
won't
was
show
very
up, Robert, unless you invite
I've
us.
been playing. Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that as well.
Okay. Let's talk this over now. In the app, does everybody have access to the app on their computer or on their cell
Yep.
phone
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Okay. You see that little bouncing thing at the center and the bottom?
You mean our fire fan?
Your Fire Fan. Yep. Push
Okay,
on.
I click.
Click.
I
click
click on
on it.
fire fan.
Okay. Do you see Home somewhere in there?
I see home.
Click on Home.
Okay.
Okay. Now, go to Leagues I Manage.
Manage.
It's about halfway down.
Well, see, I got my leagues and leagues I manage.
Yeah, you want Leagues I Manage.
Okay. Now, I do see one. It's the third one over, and it's called Power Players.
Okay. That's not me.
Now, I click on that, and it's going to say Power Players, Public, and then it says ELKO-NV. That's for Elko, Nevada.
Well, that's good.
Elko's bigger than Wells, so that's the reason I put that in there.
Okay. Now, look at the end. It will say Manage.
Okay, click on Manage.
Click on Manage.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I have Games, Invite, Edit, and Invite Code.
Mm-hmm. Number one, you want to have games that you're scheduling. So click on Games.
Okay. So the next one I see is Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams on December 5th.
Well, you can pick that game then.
Okay, so I pick it.
Okay. Now, go to Invite,
Uh,
which is next to Games.
yeah, but now I've gotta go back.
Okay, go back.
At least I
Use the
think I
back
gotta
arrow
go
up
back.
top on the left.
Okay, so I click Invite.
Now, you can invite all of us, Robert, to come and play with you. Are we contacts of yours yet? I believe I am. So look for me. I'm under Rev 1.
Yeah, see now that's where I was getting confused. Cause see, I got Invite. Fan game, WPAL, U71, 24 KMG, MTV1 game, Ludwig Fire 321,
Okay,
GA.
those are all well and good. Those are MVPs. Those are people that you want to invite. But look at the two over. I think it says. I can't think what it says. There's MVPs. Then there's. Can't
There's
think,
MVPs. There's friends
but-
and discovery, contacts and discovery.
Discovery. Go to Discovery.
Discovery what?
Discovery. It's at the top.
No, what I have at the top is one Top Gun.
What's that?
Invite, one Top Gun.
Okay, it's above that.
There's nothing above that.
Okay.
Unless I want to search. Okay? For example, if I want to search,
Yeah.
all right, what's your league?
It's not a league. I want you to join me.
Okay,
Rev
well,
one.
what is
Rev 1.
Rev REV?
1. Yep.
Okay, I see Rev 1.
Okay. Click on it. Now invite me.
Okay, now it says joined.
Okay, good.
And then I
Now.
have one down here that's MBL Market.
Yep,
I've
you want
already
That's
that.
me.
joined now. Is
That's
that
me.
you? See, I got to write these things down because I don't know. Somewhere I got to write this down because, I know what I'm looking for and I can't find it. So, RB1 equals Reverend Dave.
Yep.
And MBL Market
Is
is
Mike.
Mike.
And then there's San Blum, SANBLOM. That's Sandy.
Okay, now. Uh, well, I don't see Sandy.
Okay, that's because she's not a contact of yours. So we'll go over that too. Let's do that now. Go back to that icon in the center. Sometimes it disappears. So do
Okay,
you
so-
have the fire fan in the center?
Yeah, I got games, invite, edit, and invite code.
Invite.
You want me to click on invite?
No. I mean, at the bottom, that bouncing thing.
Yeah, Fire
Is it-
Plan.
Is it there? Click on it.
Okay.
Now, do you see invite?
Nope. All I see is home and alerts.
You don't have anything in between?
Well, I have leagues, games, connect, and social.
Contacts. Click on
I mean,
contacts.
connect.
Connect, yeah.
Okay, so I'll click on connect. Okay, so now I got looks like a whole bunch of
Yeah. So go to Discover. Go over to
go
Discover.
See Discover at the top?
Discover at the top. No, I see Bryant McKinney.
No, above that.
No. Above that.
Oh, Discover.
There you
I
go.
see. Okay. Click
Click
on
on that.
Discover.
Yep.
Okay.
And type in SAN, SANBLOM. And then click search.
SAN
BLOM.
BLOM. Okay. So she's been invited.
Okay.
Or she's on my whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Now type in R Coogan. KUGHEN.
Now who's that?
It's Pastor Ray.
Oh. Okay. What is it again?
RKUGHEN.
KRUG.
No, not an R. KUGHEN.
KUGH.
EN.
Coogan.
Click search.
Yep. Rio, what's your username, or are you want?
You could just search Fiend. You should find me.
Okay.
FIEND.
FINED.
No, FIEND.
END.
What?
And it's right there. At Fiend with my kids.
Rio.
says it's got an at in front of it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Well, it looks like you're already on there.
Okay, cool.
Now, go back to your home.
Back to home.
Back to home.
Okay.
And anybody else you want, like Al McDade or anybody else, all you need to do is type in their name, and their username will pop up for you.
Okay, but now I'm back at home. I gotta.
Okay.
You know,
Do,
all
do,
that
do you,
gives me.
do you
all
have
that
a whole
does-
bunch? You have a whole bunch of alerts.
Alerts. I don't have
Bottom right.
any. I have no alerts. Well,
Okay.
I got high five. Whoever
Right.
high five is.
I got 71 alerts.
I have righteous warriors.
Yep.
So what do I do? Click on it?
Yeah. Click on it.
Well, that just took me back to. Oh, I see. It says League Righteous Warriors,
Right.
and then all it does is list the games.
Right. I haven't done this week's games yet.
Okay.
So, now, once people have accepted your invitation, like Sandy and Ray and Rio, you'll be able to invite them to your league. And you hit manage.
All right. You're back down somewhere where I'm not.
Okay, that's leagues you manage.
Okay, I got to go back to leagues. Right?
Right, leagues I manage.
Well, that didn't bring up. That just brought up a whole bunch of leagues.
Yeah, you want leagues I manage. No, not the bottom. On the big screen.
Okay, I clicked on leagues.
No, you don't want leagues. You want leagues I manage.
Well, then I got to go back home, I guess.
Yep.
And then go to leagues I manage.
Hmm.
Okay. Now it has home, games, chat, members. If I click on members, I have Doug, Roadkill, Reverend Dave, Michael Lyles, Sandy, and myself.
Good.
That's what I got there right at the moment.
Okay.
But the ones I just put in there are not there. Like
Because they haven't accepted yet.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, let's. I want to go somewhere else here for a change.
Okay. Where you want to go?
I'm going to tell you because I was playing around with this. I want you to go to games. Just click on games.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you see up there where it says scheduled games?
Yeah.
Then it says team standings.
Yep.
And then it says teams.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to click on team standings. And then it tells me, like New England Patriots, 11 wins, 2 losses. Miami Dolphins, 8 wins, 5 losses. So I'll go over to the next one, click on teams. And then it gives me each one individually, like the Cardinals, the Rams, Baltimore Ravens. So let's click on the Baltimore Ravens. When I do that, it tells me where they're playing and what games they're playing in.
Right.
But that's not, I got to back up. I got to find what I saw earlier, which was really interesting.
You can find out about players, their stats, all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So once you go, say, to the Baltimore Ravens, and you
Mhm.
clicked on that team, then you can click on the roster.
Yep.
And when you click on the roster, it's going to list everybody. And I was scrolling down there, and it seems like every team has about 50 plus people on the team.
Hmm.
So when the game starts, apparently, uh, if you know what the roster is for that day, you can go in there and look at all the team players. And then if you click on that player, for example, Lawrence Guy, which I have no idea who he is, but it tells me his number is 93. He's 6'4", 318 pounds, and he's 26 years old. He's born in Las Vegas, Nevada, and college Arizona State, and he's played, I guess, in the Pacific Twin Conference. Right?
Yeah. What's your question?
Well, I'm trying to find. If I can find it, as soon as I can find it, I'll ask the question.
Okay.
No, that's not what I want. Nope, that's not what I want. I found it early. Now you can get the news, you can get depth charts, but that's still not what I'm looking for. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Uh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Here's my question. I got to get my pen. When you go to the team standings, okay, it has AFC East.
Yep.
And then if you scroll down, it has AFC North.
Yep.
And if you scroll a little bit further, you have AFC South.
Yep.
I know you know exactly what you're talking about. I can tell it by the sound in your yip. And then you go down and you come to AFC West. Now, if you scroll down a little bit further, then it changes. You have NFC
Right.
East. I hear you.
Does this surprise you?
Doesn't surprise me at all. What's going to surprise you is when I ask the question.
Okay.
So then I go down to NFC. I'm writing these down. North. Now you understand, I'm not into sports. Then I have the NFC South. And I bet you the last one's going to be West, right?
Yep.
All right. So now, since I'm not a game player and I don't understand any of this, explain to me what AFC is.
American Football Conference.
Uh-huh. Which means what?
That's part of the NFL. There's two conferences. There's the AFC and the NFC.
Okay, so the American Football Conference, is that what it
Right.
is?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So then the NFC is the national?
Football Conference.
So it is the national. How about
Yep.
that? I guessed correctly on that.
It's just a matter of divisions, kind of like how the NBA is.
Okay,
You
now
know,
I got to learn football first.
yeah, it's it's
All right,
it's just it's just a divisionary split up for like when you do have playoffs that the best teams in those conferences come together to match up for playoffs. So it pretty much happens in every sport.
right. So but if I go like Thursday night, I'm going to go to the bar. We're getting free dinner. I'm going to be talking to people. I'm talking to sports-minded people like the one I signed up. He was so into it, I just shut up and let him talk because 90% of what he said, I didn't understand a word he said. All I understood was one thing. He was a sports fanatic. And of course, I signed him up as a player.
Great.
But here's my question. AFC and NFC, I now understand what that is. What is the purpose behind it? Why? Because I'm looking at this. I'm going to give you an example. AFC East. There's only four in it.
There's
And when
only
you
Yeah.
four.
go and when you scroll down, there's only four in all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to sound like an idiot when I'm talking to these players.
Okay.
Okay, so we all understand that in January we have what do they call it? The
Playoffs.
yeah, but we have the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, that's college.
Oh, that's college.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's the big one?
Super Bowl, which is for pros.
Super Bowl. That's the one I was trying to think of.
And that's in February, I think.
Okay, Super Bowl. Now, Super Bowl is all these AFC and NFC.
It's the AFC champion against the NFC champion.
All right, so it is the AFC against
NFC.
the NFC.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right, so don't we have more than just a Super Bowl?
Nope.
Nope.
There's
Yes.
playoffs.
There's playoffs and there's Super Bowl.
Okay, so the playoffs are between the divisions.
Right.
Yes.
For example, when the Patriot was it the Patriots that lost? But if they no, it was Ravens, right? When the Ravens lost this game, this last game, all the guys were talking. Of course, when they're talking, I don't understand the thing they're saying. But when they were talking, they said, "Well, if they had won, they would have sewed up some conference. But by losing, then that put the other team into the toss-up." I understand I'm using all these words and I have no idea what they mean.
It's kind of hard to explain, Robert, without any prior knowledge of football.
It's like this. It's like this, Robert. What it is that you have in each division you have clinches. Clinches simply means that my spot is guaranteed. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
when you have the AFC division fighting their battles to win games to clinch either a playoff spot or clinch their division titles, it simply means that they secure that spot. So when that team lost, as opposed to being able to clinch that spot to guarantee them a trip to the playoffs or whatever they were going to grasp at that moment, they now have a possibility of not doing that. And this other team is in that toss-up to take that spot now. So as opposed to being guaranteed that spot, they are no longer guaranteed that for sure. That's all it means.
I see. So the whole object of this playing is to get into the playoffs, and then the playoffs will determine which team will be in the Super Bowl in reference
From
to the AFC and the NFC.
Right.
So if I understand you correctly, and I think I do, then we actually have in the AFC, we have 4 times 4, you have 16 teams.
Correct.
And there must be 16 teams in the NFC.
Yep.
So the playoffs between these two, the AFC and the NFC, whoever takes the highest position will be in the Super Bowl.
Whoever wins the games, yeah.
Right.
Okay. Now, is there any other games other than the Super Bowl that they're competing for?
No,
Um, there,
they're playing to get the best record in the league, in the division,
I
there,
so that they can
the on,
go ahead, Rio.
no, I was going to say the only other game that the NFL plays is the Pro Bowl, but I think that's after Super Bowl. Is it right?
Usually, but recently they've been playing it the week before.
The week before? Okay. All right.
okay. So I find it, in my case, because I'm trying to still learn this, uh, it seems to me to be a little bit easier as far as memorization, to memorize four teams. As an example, San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Seattle Seahawks. Well, instead of trying to learn all the teams, if I learn just those four, and I know that they're in the NFC West, I now have categorized them in my little box. Correct?
Yep.
And then once I learn those, if I move up to the next status, and I don't know whether this take 3 days or 3 months, but if I go to the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and then go to Atlanta Falcons, now I've learned four more and I've categorized them into the NFC South.
Yeah,
AFC.
you're better off than
NFC.
I am. I don't do any of that.
No. I'm just trying. When I go see a football game, I don't know who the hell any of them is except Miami Dolphins because I lived in Miami and I actually got a chance to go see one of their games.
Well,
So,
that's basically what you want to do. You want to root for your favorite team and know where they stand in relation to the other teams in your division.
yeah, and I picked the Miami Dolphins. Like I said, I was in Florida. I went to one of their games, so I'm familiar with who they are. So, for the sake of argument, I picked them as my team because that's the only one I really know very well. And that's not very much at all, really, but at least I know them. So you can see I'm having fun, and and
That's
I
good.
think it's good because if Mike is taping this, I know that when I go out to talk to some people, what surprises me is that there's a lot of people that are dumber than I am, and that's scary. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to be in a position where at least if I sit down and I talk to somebody about, say, the Patriots, and they tell me they're in the NFC, and I say, no. Oh, wait a minute. No, they're not. I don't know where you're coming from, but that's not where they're at. I'm going to sound a little more, I guess I'm using the word real, because I have heard, like when you go to the bar, I've heard guys, and I could just sit there and listen, but I've heard guys when they talk, boy, they know their stats. They know their play. They know more shit than one could possibly imagine, but they know it.
It's true.
What are you laughing at?
You're right. It's funny how people obsess about that stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, and they get up in arms, and then they're talking about people. What was the one I was watching? Number 4. I can't think of his name right at the moment. I think it was the Raiders. Prescott. I remembered it because I lived in Prescott. And then I watched him run enough balls. I knew he was number 4. So I see I'm learning. So number 4 is Prescott.
Prescott's with Dallas.
See, I knew I had it wrong. I know that Reverend Dave is one of those guys who just knows all that stuff.
The only reason I know is I was watching the game or watching the news feed on the game on Sunday night.
Okay.
He had a bad game. He kept throwing bad passes.
But anyway, I thought it would be fun to discuss this because I was talking to one of my affiliates today, and I was showing him. I took my phone out. I said, "Look at here. You can look up the team. You can look up the name. You can get all this information." And he stood there like, well, his exact words was, "Holy shit!" And I said, "Yeah, you're right. Isn't that amazing what they can do?"
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, it really is. I mean, you got a library dictionary football in your hand, and just imagine this: when we get done with football, we got basketball, hockey, soccer. Holy, we're gonna have fun with this."
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I thought it would be good to bring it up. If Michael's taping this, there might be a lot of people out there that don't realize that all these little things that are in here that you have access to is dynamic. I mean, you can learn. For example, if I pick out the Miami Dolphins, okay, if I click on it, I can find out who the players are. I can find out, who. If you go to the news, it's going to tell you who's down, who's up, who got shot, whatever. You're going to know why certain players not playing, blah blah blah. And still, 95% of that's all Greek to me, but I'm having fun.
Cool.
And that's what Natalie said. Have fun
That's it. That's very true.
and come join my team and play with me.
Well, I will.
I just don't want to go over the hill with Chucky. Chucky might get the wrong idea when they say come play with me.
Oh yeah.
I'm having fun.
Child's Play, right?
Anyway, huh?
Was that the movie Child's Play with Chucky?
Yeah. Well, I'm not
Chucky
sure.
the homicidal doll?
Yeah. Didn't he play in about 3 different movies?
Yeah, Bride of
Small-
Chucky and
I can only remember one, but I can't remember the name of it. But I remember the Chucky thing, through the movie. Everybody was just scared of Chucky.
the demon possessed doll.
Evil possessed doll, yeah.
Uh, guys, I'm going to have to go pretty soon. My mom is watching a movie, but it's going to be over in about 5 minutes. Rio, did you have anything you wanted to ask or say?
No, I'm good right now. I'm good. I mean, I pretty much been on top of this from like day one. So
Yeah, you've been doing good, man. Your team is really kicking butt. You're still advancing the cause. You all saw that we hit 200 on the team. We're
Yep.
now at 202, and the
That is
sky's
so
the limit.
cool.
And when they let the players out of the cage and start letting them share with other players, I think we're all going to be very happy.
yeah,
So
because players don't have their codes yet, right?
no,
Okay.
and
All right.
it'll. I would think if things go well, it might be tomorrow or maybe Thursday at the latest that they'll announce the players can start recruiting and do all that stuff.
So
So,
what they'll do, they will just put that option to their app in their back office. You think? I mean,
Yes,
not in their back office, but just in their app.
yeah, it'll be in the app. There'll be a share button.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Mike,
so
you have
River,
anything to say? Oh, go ahead,
River,
Robert.
just real quick, how many points you got?
I got no clue. Not that many. Maybe 1,500.
You know, I'm going to brag. You want to know how many points I got?
I mean, yeah,
2,750.
you kicking butt, my friend.
Oh, you're doing so good, Rob. But I mean, compared to my 4,015, I don't know, but
Oh,
shut
real,
up. Come on,
real.
Rio.
Throw it down, man.
Listen to
Michael,
this.
how about you? How you doing?
Who, me? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
you.
know. I
You
beat
don't
Dave a couple
know.
times, so that's all. That's all I keep track of.
I'll bet you I'm just low man on the totem pole.
No, I don't think you are. I
I've
think
only
I
played-
probably am, but
I've only played about 3 or 4 games, so I haven't played hardly. I've entered the pregame picks, but on all of them, but that I played.
Hey, Sunday. I fell asleep. I fell asleep in the fourth quarter on the Dallas game.
Oh man,
Uh, Yeah, no, Monday. Sorry, Monday. But on Sunday, I played 6 games on Sunday.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, make sure you invite me. You need to invite people to your games.
Hey, I,
So,
I, I went out, and I sent out an invitation. I went through my list what they gave me, and because when you click invite, they only give you so many people. So I just clicked everybody who was on that list, and I hit invite. But I'll search you guys at this time as opposed to just inviting who they give me. I'll actually search you guys up, go to my following, and right now I have like 298 followers.
very good.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
guys, I
Yeah.
have to
Cool.
go. But
All righty.
Mike, did you record
Okay.
Did
this?
I record this? It's still recording, in
Yeah.
fact. Yes,
Okay,
I
good.
did. And I promised Dave tonight that we would get out of here by 9 o'clock, Robert's supper time. And it's getting real close to that,
Yep.
so I think we ought to call it quits and come back again next Thursday on the phone. Look forward to hearing everybody. In the
All
Cool.
meantime,
right. Now
see
I
you
want
on
to.
the app.
Yep.
Okay. Now I want to thank everybody for letting me run my mouth because I did learn
Robert,
a lot. Thank you.
That's
Robert, you
good,
help other
Robert,
people learn too as well in the process. So,
because a
All
lot of
right.
people have a lot of questions about the app and about football and about all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go eat. You guys, we'll see you on Thursday.
all right.
All right, take care, guys. God bless you.
All
God
right.
bless. We'll
Good
Okay.
see
night.
All
everybody
right.
later.
Night.
Mm.